Welcome back, friends. Today's video I'm going to be showing you the DIY that I did on these two vases. I originally thought that these two vases were exactly the same, and even while I recorded the video where I was showing them, I didn't even know that they weren't the same until the next day when I had them both sitting on the floor side by side and I walked by them and realized, wait a minute, these are not the same. I don't know what my eyes were thinking, but they weren't. So either way, I had already bought them. I only paid $3 for them. They were $5.99, half off. I bought them at Salvation Army in San Francisco, and I really wanted to do a textured, like a kind of a textured design on them and then paint them and just see what it would look like. I had never done anything like this, just really wanted to give it a shot. I knew I wasn't going to keep them. I knew I was probably going to resell them, not really to make money, but just because they're so big and I don't have a spot for them in my home. But I did want to do the whole art thing, I guess. I wanted to get creative with them, and this gave me the opportunity for a very small amount of money, so $6, and I got to play around. So that's what I'm going to be showing you guys today. Once I realized they were not the same, I just can't not see it anymore. So I'm not sure how that made it past me at the beginning, but it did. So here's one last look. I originally wasn't planning on videoing this, but after I had done my first coat on this vase, I thought this is going to be fun. So then I decided to video it, and this is the product that I used. Super easy. This cost a little less than $7 from my local Walmart. And what's really fun about this is it goes on pink, and you know when it's dry is when it's completely white. So if it's still pink, it means that it's wet. So that's a really cool feature of this product. I did search Pinterest for some vases, and I did find some really expensive vases, and I love the coloring of them. Of course, I lean towards darker colors. Then I searched YouTube and watched a few videos, and one of the videos that I watched, the lady had used this product, and she did like 3 or 4 different vases, a DIY and paint on them. I decided at the beginning that I kind of wanted to do 2 different textures on both of them since they weren't the same size. So I'm going with just kind of a brush stroke, I guess you could say, on this one. I ended up using a glove for the hand that I had dipped in there to rub this on. I'm really glad that I had the glove, even though this is super simple to wash off. But at the end, I was able to take the glove off inside out and then kind of wipe the top of the container to make it kind of cleaned up again. So it was kind of a 2-fold use, which was really cool. So here's kind of a close-up look of the 2 different textures that I did. But after it dried, which you will see in just a second, I realized I liked the one on the right better than the one on the left. So back inside it came, and I put another kind of a thinner coat because it already had texture underneath, and I just did like this padding. So you just put this joint compound on, and then you just kind of pat it with your gloved hand, and it makes it this really perfect texture. I don't even know how to explain it, but it just looks nice and expensive, and just, it looks good. I liked it personally myself. So see how I'm just patting this. Of course this isn't fast forward, but it's just pats. Next, I went to Walmart and picked up some chalk paint. Again, I was kind of copying the video that I had watched on YouTube because I really liked the way her vases turned out. So I thought I'm going to give that a try. Of course, they didn't have all the same colors that she used, but I tried to get the 3 closest ones. And I'm fixing to show you what that looked like. So right away, as soon as I opened this, it looked like navy blue, although the color said midnight and the bottle was black. But the more I put it on, I could see it definitely was a very dark navy blue, and that is not what I was wanting. I was wanting black. I stopped painting and I let that dry, and I went to Old Faithful, which I probably should have just started with in the first place, was a rattle can of spray paint. That's my go-to for painting, and so that's what I did. I used chalk paint, a rattle can chalk paint, and it was something that I had already. I didn't even have to go buy it, and I think they turned out so amazing. My next idea was, again, I was still trying to copy the YouTube video I saw where she just kind of dabbed here and there and just gave it a really vintage distressed look. As soon as I put this on, it was way too mustardy yellow colored, although it was called antique gold, but I wasn't liking it whatsoever. I ended up getting some water, watering it down, trying it again, and then patting it like the excess off with a wet rag, which is what I'm doing here, but I'm still not liking how this is coming out. But I'm just kind of going to give it a try and see how it looks when it dries. One little tip I will give you for spray painting. So I stood the vases upright and sprayed them, let it dry. Then I turned them upside down, and because this has texture, so it looked like I didn't even spray it at all. So like the underneath didn't get any paint. So that's one way to make sure you get a good coat on your textured items. And that is to just make sure you spray it at a couple different angles. Okay, this is where I realized this is a DIY fail. This was a mix between cheetah print and camouflage, which is not what I was hoping for. It was so ugly. I mean, maybe somebody thinks this might look pretty, but in person, it was just ugly. Like, I just kept coming back to this. Like, I just like this plain black. So, back to the drawing board. I went back and sprayed it black completely again, let it dry, and then I used this sealer paint, and I'm not quite sure if it actually does seal it, because I feel like you could still chip it off, the texture that's on it, if it had a good hit or whatever, but at least I know it won't like rub off the color. So I put 2 coats of that sealer on this, and I did pick a matte finish because I'm not really into shiny myself, and I'm very, very happy with the results of this. Trying to find somewhere to set this where you could really see it and then get good lighting was really hard, so this probably wasn't the best option. But you guys, I went in the ditch behind my house and just cut some weeds. Yes, these are just weeds, and my brother's haystack for his horses, and I just stuck those in there, and I think it's so pretty. And it was really windy that day, so I was about to lose them. They were about to blow over. But I was trying to capture the beauty of them, and I hope it comes through. I am extremely happy with how these turned out. I think if you were planning a wedding or some huge event and you needed something that was, what's the word I'm looking for? Economical, like at a good price point. Seriously, you could just go to the thrift store and buy some ugly vases and a $6 bucket of texture joint compound, I guess, and dab it on there and a can of spray paint, and voila. I mean, these look like $300 vases that you see on Pottery Barn and Anthropology. For reals, I am like so blown away by this. I may do more in the future with some different colors. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Hopefully you like them. I feel like this video doesn't do them justice. Like, to see them in person and actually feel the texture on them is a whole nother level. And I will be using these in a future tablescape that I have planned for fall, so I'm excited about that. So you guys can stay tuned. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, let me know, and consider subscribing. Hit that little bell so you don't miss out on any videos. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching.